Well, welcome everybody who has joined us today on the biggest Splinterlands opening event ever. We're going to be opening 1.3 million cards. That's a approximate value of $1 million, which in Pokemon terms would mean about 150,000 Pokemon card packs. So yeah, we're opening quite a lot of cards. I'm Nicholas Korsgaard, or known as Nico the Pico in the esports space. I've been a professional level head coach in top League of Legends teams in Europe, Fnatic, Origin, Innocent Pajamas. With me today, I got Bulldog, a legend in Splinterlands, working with Splinterlands himself now, actually. Do you want to do a quick intro?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. It's super exciting to be here. I'm Bulldog. I am the community manager here for Splinterlands. I also do a lot of Splinterlands streams on my own channel. So this is going to be great. I have done a lot of pack openings. I have never had a pack opening where our biggest limitation is time and not the number of packs that we have to open. So this is super exciting, and I can't wait to see how many we get through.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a huge event. Not only are we opening this amount of card packs, but we're also doing giveaways for scholarships with Balthazar. We're actually doing 3,000 scholarship giveaways throughout the entire stream. To participate, you need to be logged in on your Twitch and be participating in the chat and be live on the stream. We're going to be dropping links throughout the stream in the comments, so keep a lookout on that. There's going to be links to our Discords. There's going to be links to our webpage and to the onboarding page where you can apply to become a scholar. We also have 5 special scholarships to be given away today, which are going to be gold level 1 collection power accounts, which means that you're able to play at gold 1 level in Splinterlands, which is quite high, and it requires quite a lot. So that's really hype. And yeah, like what we want to do today as well is me and Bulldog want to have a casual dialogue and continuous dialogue about the game, about Splinterlands, maybe about GameFi as a whole. Sort of try to come with some tips and tricks on the game and catch everybody up to the beauty of Splinterlands and why online card game can be as exciting as we feel that Splinterlands is.
Oh yeah, it's a whole different environment over here. It's a lot of fun. Should we go ahead and open one pack to see what opening one pack looks like with the animations and all that and get things started?
Yeah.
Or
no, I'm all hyped for it. I'm so ready for this. I've been waiting for weeks and weeks. So let's take a look.
So we've got 250,000 packs here. Here's what a single one looks like when you open it up. Apparently the sound is not working on my end.
Oh no. Maybe we'll get it later. That's all right.
Each pack has 5 cards in it, 5 Chaos Legion cards. There is guaranteed to be at least one rare card. You can have commons, rares, epics, or legendaries. Right there is a rare. And so in this pack, we got 2 rares. As we open up a lot more of these, you're going to see some really good cards. You can also have a gold foil. Every card exists as a regular foil and a gold foil. Those gold are even more valuable. So that's what we're looking for. The big thing that we look for when we open packs is the gold foil legendaries. Those are the cards that are worth hundreds of dollars that have a lot of value.
Yeah.
So
I guess in Pokemon terms, it would be just like shiny cards, right? You can get shiny cards at any sort of Pokemon, but the really valuable shiny cards are the maxed evolved cards, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna try this one more time here. No, my sound still isn't working.
That's right. It is a bit of a hype experience, so you should definitely go buy yourself a Chaos Legion pack and try it yourself so you can get the full experience with the sound.
So right here is the legendary. This is what it looks like when you pull a legendary. It shakes. This is Quicks the Devious, which is actually the legendary summoner. It is the best legendary you could pull right now. So that's pretty cool that as I opened up an individual pack, we got that one right there. So the best regular foil.
And that's the Dragon Summoner, right?
That is a Dragon Summoner. Dragon Summoners are really cool because they allow you to... So there are 5 different Splinters in the game. And whenever you choose a summoner, you have to play with that splinter. So whether it's fire, earth, water, whatever it is, when you choose a dragon card, you can choose the splinters from any of the card or from any of those splinters. All right, so one at a time would take quite a while. I don't think we need to open one at a time the entire time. Let's go with 200 at a time, because that is the max that we can open, and we'll see what a larger bulk pack opening looks like here.
Yeah. So, do you have any like expectations of what we're gonna see as we run through these 200 packs openings? Like, is there anything that would make you more hyped, or maybe disappointed even? Like, what do we not want to get? What do we want to get? What are you looking for?
It is the gold. So there, right there is a gold card, by the way. It's the first gold that we've had. This disintegrator. When you open it up, it will turn gold. Those are more valuable than their regular foil versions, as we've seen. But right here, so when we hover over it, we see that this is a legendary card. Those legendaries that turn gold, those are the cards that I'm looking for. Those are the ones that we get hyped over. So there's Adelaide Brightwing. And you might also notice that as we open these up, there are numbers in the corners. So those numbers are how many cards we pulled during this opening. So we're not literally flipping over every card. We are flipping over every unique card. And then it tells you how many of those that you got. So like here, there's nothing there. We got one Void Dragon, one Gold Hill Giant. Here we got 3 Forgotten Ones.
And this is also tied to how rare the cards are usually, right?
Yeah. So in general, now there can be so there's common, rare, epic, and legendary. That's how essentially how rare they are, how likely we are to pull those cards. There is some correlation between their rarity and how useful they are in the game and how good they are. But there can be common cards that can be more useful than legendary. It doesn't have to work that way, but it does tend to be a trend. A lot of times your legendary cards are more powerful.
So when we're opening 1.3 million cards, like eventually there will be some sort of logic where we're probably getting less of the higher rarity cards and the gold legendary cards, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's Chaos Dragon. There's one of your legendary dragon cards. That's in terms of mana cost. So if you've never played the game before, up here on the left is a mana cost. Each game you get so much mana to spend. So as far as like when you're setting up your team, that's the most expensive card in the game as far as
really?
Not
all types?
Not necessarily price, but in terms of mana cost. That's going to be the most expensive one. You're going to use more mana there. So it's a pretty powerful card.
Yeah, I love that card myself. I play it anytime I can.
So yeah, every time we see these legendaries, I'm waiting to see if it turns gold. That's what we want to see. We want to see it turn gold. And I'm clicking on these individually as we get going here. There is a reveal all button that'll flip them over faster. But the first time I thought we'd come through so you guys can see it a little more slowly. Bakjira is a major tank. That's one of the airdrop cards. So right now there are, I'm trying to remember exactly how many. There's 90 something chaos cards that are available. So here we can close it. We can close out of this. Every million packs that are sold, there's actually a new card that gets dropped into the game and becomes available. So the cards that are available, there'll actually be more cards available months from now after we've sold more packs than there are right now. Bakjira was one of those cards that was an airdrop card that wasn't in the original packs but is in there now.
Yeah, and the cards that we are opening today, they're all Chaos Legion cards, which is the newest launched card pack that Splinterlands has, and there's been several in the past, and this one is also currently underway, and there's more airdrops coming, which we're hyped about, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So there have been. Oh, Mycelia is one of my favorite cards, by the way. We can see here if we hit. I was gonna say if we hit reveal. Oh, shit! It took a second.
It's actually so smooth.
Yeah, it goes.
It looks so
pretty
good
fast. So when we're trying to open up a lot of packs, this can work a little bit better. But yes, Chaos is the latest set that's come out. So It's printed at a little higher rate than some of the previous sets because the cards just got way too expensive. Splinterlands blew up. There's only a limited amount of cards in these previous sets, and it was getting so that basically new players couldn't come in the game. It was so expensive to join.
Yeah.
So created a new set of cards that are at a higher print rate. So individually, they're not quite as expensive as some of the others. So newer players can get in the game and can play with some of the newer cards.
Hmm.
And one of the features that's going to be coming out here in the probably next month or so is there's going to be different places where you can play. You can play in a wild format that uses all of the cards. That includes some of those rare cards from the original sets that came out. There are some extremely rare cards out there with a lot of value. Think like your original Pokemon cards and how much
Yeah,
those
yeah.
original cards go for.
Shiny
Your
Charizard.
Charizard, yeah, all those types of things. And then
Yeah.
there's also going to be a modern format which is which will just use the most recent sets. So some of the new players coming in who may have just got, like, if you haven't played and you're joining up now, you're going to probably be buying these newer sets, and then you can play with some of the just against those cards and not have to worry about those original Charizard cards
Yeah, yeah.
from the people that got in 4 years ago and that type of thing. So helps with a little competitive balance there.
So there's an easy, a more easy entry point for newer players to come into the game through Chaos Legion, and there's a new ranked mode coming where you primarily use these cards and some of the also newer cards releases. So those that are just joining the stream, we're doing the biggest Splinterlands card opening pack ever, $1 million worth of cards through our partner Sidor Ventures, and it's going to be a hype event, so I hope you stay tuned. We're going to be dropping links in the chat to participate in the giveaways. We're giving away 3,000 scholarships. 5 of those are being high gold level 1 accounts. Um, get yourself a Twitch account, participate in the chat, stay live, and you have a chance to win.
And so you can see how rare these gold foil legendaries are that we've been looking for. I've been waiting to find one. There's another Quicks. That's a solid card. But I've been waiting to find one of these gold foil legendaries. We still haven't flipped one over. We've opened, so this will be what, 600 cards now, or 600
Yeah,
packs,
yeah, something like that. So we
and
still haven't gotten a gold legendary.
still have not flipped over a gold foil
Damn.
legendary. So that kind
And
of speaks to how rare they are.
yeah, and what are the, so just to bring in like the bigger picture here, what's the cost of one Chaos Legion pack today?
So cost of one Chaos Legion pack is $4.
So $4, and we've opened 600 plus, and we still haven't gotten what we consider like the most rare and most valuable cards. So those are rare. Like that's like I actually expected them to come maybe every 50 or every 100 packs, but I guess we will see over time. Like maybe we just get many in a row. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over time. I wanted to do a quick pitch on Balthazar for those of you who do not know what Balthazar is. We are a NFT gaming platform. We want to be the global pit stop for anything GameFi. If you want to play games that are on GameFi, if you want to invest in games, buy assets, sell assets, if you have assets in a GameFi game and you want to earn yield on those, we can facilitate that through Balthazar. Games can also launch on us directly on the Balthazar platform. We also produce research reports, which I'm leading myself. We want to be a thought leader in the GameFi space. So anything GameFi, you come to Balthazar and we will provide that for you. And that's also why we're able to do this event today. Sidor Ventures is one of our great partners who's wanting to facilitate his assets so that he can produce yield on them. And that's what we're doing today, opening the cards.
All right, let's do 200 more. I want to find this gold foil legendary. I want to
Yeah.
find it. So, and you can, yeah, it's exciting to be partnering with Balthazar, and there's you guys are doing some things that I haven't seen any other guilds do. So it's pretty cool.
No. Yeah, I think the GameFi space is so early. Like the whole like being able to earn through your game is such in an infancy that you really want to find the people who are building and who are thinking long term, and that's definitely what we're trying to do with Balthazar, and also what I consider Splinterlands is doing. Splinterlands has been all around for many years. I think you yourself came into Splinterlands not because of the earning factor. Is that right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I've got to stop you here real quick. Our very first card up here. Well, it's gonna scroll down. We got a gold foil legendary. We got a gold foil legendary. Gold
Yeah.
foil Grum, which is one of my favorite cards in the game. Um, but no, I didn't actually. When I started this, I knew nothing about blockchain. Like when I was reading tutorials and things, like I literally didn't even know what a wallet was, things like that. Uh, I got into all of this through Splinterlands, just because I wanted a quick card game that you can play. One of the things I love about Splinterlands is how it only takes like 3 minutes to do a battle. So I wanted something that I could potentially stream because I was coming in as a former streamer,
Yeah.
with not a huge audience, but a little bit. I had like 7,000 subs on YouTube before I came over. Um, but then just something I could play like at a break during work or even at work when I wasn't supposed to be supposed to be playing.
Yeah.
But no, gold foil Grum right here. So this is really exciting. This was another one of the airdrop cards. Grum is one of my favorites to play with because he has this ability. This first ability here that you see is called Bloodlust. And what that does is whenever it defeats another card, all of its stats bump up by one. So he gets one more attack, one more speed, one more health, one more armor, all of those. So it just kind of, and then it just kind of snowballs because it gets one, defeats one card, so then it gets more attacks, so then it's more likely to defeat another card. So then the next hit it can defeat another one, and then it can snowball. And it's fun when you see it end up with like finish the match with 9 or 10 attack or something like that, and it's just insane. So
Yeah.
so that's pretty cool. That was a nice card to get as our first gold foil legendary. Um,
Definitely. I think it's also fun with Grum. There's these low mana battles, and so many people just put out the single Grum, and it's like, I hope that you put out some weaker cards so that I can eat you up and actually become bigger myself, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So just for some context, we talked about those being rare cards, very valuable. Let's come over to the marketplace here real quick and just take a look and see how much like that card is selling for. As we go to, so that's $150 card right there from
Yeah.
from a $4 pack. Now you see it's not very easy to get. The odds are fairly low,
It took us
but
800 packs.
but you can, I mean, there are people all the time that come into the chats or Discord or whatever, and like, oh, I bought 3 packs and I got a gold foil legendary, and everybody's like, we hate you.
Yeah, and that can snowball you, right? Like you can choose to play it, or you can choose to sell it, and then you can buy more packs or more cards or different sort of cards. And something that we didn't mention as well, like the gold cards actually affect your earnings in the play to earn aspect of Splinterlands, right?
Yes, they do. So they're in a couple ways. So whenever you play a ranked battle, you get bonus earnings based on if you play a gold foil card, if you play a promo card, one of the alpha cards. You can get percent bonuses for your guilds. You can get percent bonuses for a win streak, things like that. So having a gold foil card is part of that can give you extra earnings. And then they also contain more power. So each card has an amount of power. And in order to play in different leagues, you need so much power. That's kind of like the gatekeeping some of the earnings in order
Yeah,
to earn. The economy has to be set up, so you have to invest some yourself in order to be able to earn some of this return and that type of thing. So power is kind of how they do it. You need so much power to get to a silver league, to get to a gold league.
yeah.
Those gold cards have more power, so they can allow you to potentially play in higher leagues. um
So getting the Grum there suddenly can just skyrocket you from one rank to the next just for having that card, even if you play it or not. I'm still so impressed by this open all. Like it looks so smooth. Like it's actually a very nice experience just seeing all these cards open. What do you think is going to be the next gold legendary that we open?
Oh, predicting the next gold legendary. I always want to see the gold foil Quicks. Quicks is the only legendary summoner we have right now. There will be actually 6 more that are airdrops, so there's more coming. Um, but Quicks is also one of my favorite characters in the lore. Quicks the Devious. If you go to the card, you can like go to the back of the card and read some of their lore and that type of thing. And the lore for a lot of these characters is very interesting. But Quix is one of my favorites, so I always love to see him.
Is that just because he's a dragon
And
legendary card?
apparently I missed. Okay, we got to go back. I was chatting, and I must have absolutely missed our gold foil legendary. So if we come back here, oh no, those are already there. So there was an Ifrit Rising. According to chat, yeah, I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. Don't yell at me. We pulled a gold foil Ifrit Rising, who is a pretty cool card. It has recharge. So what recharge does is recharge is actually a very controversial ability because a lot of people don't actually like having it. But what recharge does is the monster actually takes a turn to charge up and then deals 3 times the damage on turn 2. So it doesn't do any damage on turn 1, does 3, so in this case would do 9 damage on turn 2, then charges up on turn 3, 9 damage on turn 4, that type of thing. And depending on how that times, that can be super powerful in some cases,
Yeah.
or it could be disappointing when you charge up and have 9 damage and then, oh, your opponent only had 1 health anyways, so
Yeah. But
so they wasted that.
I think I saw another video from you the other day where there's a dragon card with this ability matched with another ability that does extra damage.
Yes, that is Zyvax. So Zyvax can deal double damage if a card is the last one on the other side. And there's an ability called the Last Stand, where when that card is the last one remaining, it gets a huge boost. So this was kind of a counter to those Last Stand cards, and we were doing 24 damage at a time to a single card. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, which is insane in Splinterlands terms. Like, what's like some of the higher health cards?
There's I don't think there's anything with 24 health.
Yeah,
Double digits health is quite a bit. I think is Peaceful Giant our highest card with maybe 17 health.
so you
That
could
might
one
not
shot
be
even the
exactly
biggest
right.
tanks.
Yeah. And that's rare. Not a lot of cards even have double digit health. Um and that's playing at max level and stuff as well. So
Yeah.
all right, let's get 200 more. Now, and one thing I do want to say as well, one of the cool things about Splinterlands, so we talked about how these gold foil legendaries are $150 cards. And people might be looking at this and thinking, okay, that's extremely expensive. I can't afford anything like that. One of the cool things is we have a rental system as well. So you can actually go into the market and rent cards and pay just a fraction of price to get the card for a single day, and that allows you to go out and try different cards that you want, or things like that, and it makes the game a little bit more affordable. And then, of course, it's cool. We have guilds like Balthazar that have scholarships for people as well. So a lot of opportunities to get into playing these games, even if you don't have the $150 to go out to buy that card or things like that.
Yeah, and it's also like facilitating a bigger level players or bigger level investors who just have so many cards, and even though the lending system is already there, you still have to manage the actual individual lending. So what Balthazar offers is more of a seamless experience, especially for bigger investors and bigger players who have maybe 100,000 cards or more, where they don't need to stress with the management or whatever. We like Baltzar just takes care of it. It's a very nice experience for you. Oh, did we drop out? Let's see. I'm still live, but where's my co-host? Okay, so anyways, while we're waiting to participate in the giveaways, you have to have a Twitch account and you have to be active in the chat and you have to be live on the Splinterlands official channel on Twitch. That's where we pull the winners from. We will be dropping links in the chat to Baltzar's webpage, to the application page that we have. We will also be dropping links to our Discord. Please come join our community. We are wanting to be the one pit stop place for GameFi. Anything GameFi, you should come to Balthazar. Whether you want to play, whether you want to invest in games, whether you have assets and you want to lend those assets and earn yield on them. If you want to read research reports, which I've been a part of writing myself with my team, then you can read in-depth research reports on games, on blockchains. We also write about unreleased games, so games that have not yet been released, to sort of give a heads up about the game and what we find interesting, and why you should maybe care about the game. And there are a lot of good reports coming very shortly. There's already 4 or 5 reports available on Balthazar, so you can see. We're showing a lot of stuff on the stream right now. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that Bulldog's coming back. Bulldog's computer crashed and he's rebooting. So hopefully Bulldog is back. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hey.
Or my computer crashes as
It's so funny that we had so many concerns with what would happen on the stream. Like, how is Splinterlands gonna handle us opening 1.3 million cards? Like, do we have enough resource credits? Like, is the system gonna allow us to do it? Is the blockchain gonna allow us to do it? But in the end, it's Bulldog's PC that crashes from the pressure of the stream and the pressure of the card opening.
All right, so I'm getting back in here.
We're getting back. So again, be logged in on your Twitch account. The official Splinterlands stream, which is twitch.tv/SplinterlandsOfficial, is where the giveaways will be hosted. Please participate there. Follow through on the links that we're posting. We're posting to Balthazar. We're posting to our application page to become a scholar in Splinterlands. We also have a long-term incentive model for scholars signing up for Splinterlands. So if you become a Splinterlands scholar for Balthazar, you also get a $100 stake in our Balthazar token on launch, which you unlock after being a scholar for us for 12 months. If the Balthazar token goes up by 10x in that time, well, you got yourself $1,000. So it's something that we're doing to incentivize working with us and being a partner with us, more so than what you're earning through the games, which is up and down, honestly. Like in some periods of times, the games might be giving very good yield and very good earnings, and sometimes not as much. So we're trying to facilitate more healthy growth and long-term growth, and providing more value to working together with a platform such as Balthazar. Yeah. How's it going, Bulldog? Are we getting back?
Yeah, I think we're back here. I'm just pulling up all the chats and trying to see everything like that. But no, I just had to give you some time to talk about Balthazar some more.
Yeah, like that was perfect. I I was really concerned. I thought I dropped out. I was like, wait, what? I was like looking everywhere. It's gonna be very fun looking at that in the replay, honestly.
I got the blue screen of death on my PC. I know it's a new PC too. I'm about ready to go back to Mac.
Restart it?
Well, I'm kind of bad about that. I put it to sleep a lot.
Yes, that's what happens. That's why you should always turn off your computer every day, and then you restart it the next day. And if you do like Bulldog and you press the sleep button, your PC doesn't actually clear its cache and its memory, and you blue screen eventually. So learn from Bulldog. Take care of your PC just as your own health. It's important. Like if you want your PC to have a sustainable life and a long-term life, then turning it off and on every now and then is very helpful. It's not just tech support help, it is actual advice.
I'm just like when I play the game, I have to teach you guys what not to do sometimes.
I love that. I love that. I honestly enjoy more learning from your mistakes than having to experience the mistakes myself. So I'm very happy that this happened on your side and not on my side. But I'm ready to open some more packs. Like, what's happening?
All right, let's go. 200 more. Here we go. Okay, so what are we at? 2 gold foils that we've pulled?
2 gold foil legendaries. We had way more gold foils, like in total, right? But
yes.
Gold foil legendaries, only 2 so far. What's going to be the next one?
I mean, I can't change for my prediction, can I? I have to stay with Quicks.
Okay.
I'm going big.
Yeah.
If we're gonna predict one,
I felt like the Quicks was more of a hope, more so than a guess. Is that true? Is that correct?
Well, so as far as pulling legendaries, like Quicks is the most expensive one, the most valuable one because it's a summoner. Um, and I can explain what I mean by summoner for those of you who might have never played the game and are jumping in here. But there's no all every legendary has an equal chance of being pulled. So it's not like just because that's a summoner, there's a smaller chance of pulling that or anything like that. Um, but your summoner, and I think I did kind of talk about this a little bit early on, but your summoner is what determines which splinter you play. So as you look through these cards, like you'll see these white cards here. That's a life splinter. You can see some of the darker purple cards is a death splinter. Red is fire. Um, each of those, so like for Chaos Legion right now, there is one summoner for each splinter. So whenever you choose a summoner, like Quicks is for the dragons. Dragons will then allow you to choose any splinter. When you choose that summoner, like General Sloan right here, I was trying to find one. General Sloan is your life summoner. When you start your match by choosing General Sloan as a life summoner, and then you're going to choose all life cards after that. So it's kind of like the leader for those cards.
Yeah. The way that I actually described it to Balthazar when I just went into Splinterlands, which was like more than half a year ago, and I was trying to explain to the Balthazar team like how does Splinterlands work. I was doing Pokemon metaphors as well. So I was saying, imagine you have a Pokemon trainer that can only choose lightning Pokemons. So that Pokemon trainer is the summoner, and the Pokemons are the monsters in Splinterlands. And I guess that's like a nice way of understanding that you have to pick monsters within the type that your summoner is, right? So when we're talking about more like gameplay stuff, I assume that a lot of people that are here today have maybe never played a card game or never played Splinterlands before. So can we do like some quick rapid fire tips for beginners to speed up their learnings or speed up their progressions in the game?
Yeah, absolutely. And so I guess maybe we should start with how the gameplay actually works. So we're just opening packs here because this is so much fun,
That's
but
very
we don't
smart. Well
actually
done.
like you might not even know how the game is played. So it is actually an auto battler. So you get all of these cards here, but you only get to play 7 of them during a battle. So you choose a summoner and then up to 6 cards. And we talked about how each battle you have so much mana, it's a random amount of mana. Um, and each card up here on the left is the mana count. So like say you had 20 mana, you can choose cards with up to 20 mana to build your lineup, your 6-team monster lineup. And you get 3 minutes to choose that. Your opponent is doing the same thing on the other side. And then once you've both chosen your teams, they go and they auto battle against each other. And it sounds very simple, but what makes it challenging is there is a random amount of mana each time. There are different rule sets that modify the battle. So it could be something like you can only use even mana cards to you can only use melee cards to I don't want to get too much into the rule sets because it'll be confusing, but it's going to modify different things, even what different abilities or different cards can do during the battle. So every single battle is going to be different. There's like something like 50,000 combinations of possible different rule sets. So even though it's a quick battle, it seems simple. Every single one is a different battle, and there's a lot of strategy that goes into trying to build the best team for that particular rule set.
And this is ever expanding, right? But Bulldog,
Mhm.
it's been 40 minutes now. We kind of dropped our timing a bit with your whole PC issue there, but we need to pull a gold one scholarship winner.
Okay.
So
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get back into so we're using Nightbot to do the giveaways.
yes.
Um the problem is
So
my
get onto Twitch,
yeah.
twitchtv.splinterlandsofficial. That's where it's happening. Be logged in on your Twitch account. This is where the giveaway is happening. And I want to just give a huge shout out again to Side Door Ventures for making this all possible. They're the first partner that we have that is enabling $1 million worth of assets for Balthazar through our lending model, through our facilitation to connect scholars and produce yield. It's a huge precedent in the entire GameFi space, and this whole event that we're doing is only possible because Sido Ventures was there and they were looking for somebody who could make it happen. That was us, and together with Splinterlands, we're making it happen. So if you want to have a chance to win, better be ready in the chat.
I'm trying to make sure Nightbot's okay. So
yeah, actually, since we're at 40 minutes plus, we can do 2. We were intending to do 1 every 20 minutes, but time ran so quickly when we're opening cards packs. Like, who would have thought? It's actually exciting.
oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's taking because Nightbots. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. It's back now. Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna open one more set because I want to give everybody a chance because
okay,
it took Nightbot a second to kind of register everybody.
okay.
So from this point on, for basically the way Nightbot works, it's gonna pull somebody from our Splinterlands official Twitch chat and somebody that's been active in the chat within the last 10 minutes. Like I said, Nightbot was a little late getting in here, so I'm going to give you guys just a few more seconds here. We're going to open 200 more, and then after this, we can pull 2 winners. And just wait. That way we make sure everybody's got a chance to enter.
Yeah. So participate, be live, be on the Twitch Splinterlands channel. Also, I wanted to do a quick plug for anyone who actually wants to partner with Balthazar and be a part of our ecosystem, and you have assets that you want to get facilitated and you want to start earning yield on that's just sitting there in whatever game. Partners at Balthazar, bltsetr.gg is the email. You can contact us. You can also come through our Discord or directly through our webpage to get contact with us, and we would love to set you up. We would love to make more partners just like Sidor Ventures and do more projects like this. Like, this is what we live for, and it creates so many opportunities. It also allows us to set up long-term incentive models for people working together with us, our scholars, our wizards, like the way we create longevity in the GameFi space, and we create mutual growth for both the games, both the content creators, both the scholars and the wizards, is through these sort of partnerships. So we would love to have more of you on board. Please take contact and pay attention to the Twitch chat, everybody, because we're closing in on the giveaway.
Plus, the answer to what is our next gold foil legendary is Zyvax. That is the card that we were talking about earlier.
Yes, I
So
love it.
Zyvax Vol with that recharge, and so he doesn't have it here, but Death Blow was the ability we were talking about earlier. That would be at a max level, level
And how do you
4.
get that?
So yeah, the way you level up cards is actually by combining them. So if you have, like you see, we have multiple cards of some of these. Well, you can combine cards together, and that will actually allow them to level up. So, for example, a legendary card has 4 different levels. So you start with assuming it's not a gold foil, you start with a level 1. You can combine 3 cards to make a level 2, 6 cards to make a level 3, and then 11 cards to make a level 4, a maxed out level. And those cards gain stats or gain abilities as they level up.
And then they're removed from the total circulation, right? So you can't get those, you can't
Right.
undo a merge, right?
Yeah, so basically the amount of cards available are going to go down. I mean, they'll obviously go up as people are opening packs, but then once
Yeah.
those packs are gone, the total amount in supply will go down as people combine them together. So it's kind of like a burn mechanic for the card.
Yeah, so they become more valuable. Like, I
Yeah.
was looking at one of the, like, some of the older Genesis cards. There are so few. There's not even some of them available on the market that are top level, and there's not
Oh
enough
yeah.
cards to make them top level because people who own them are holding on to them, and maybe there's just 50 or 100 cards available in the total space of Splinterlands, which is insane. By the way, I want to congratulate everybody here. We passed 500 viewers on the Splinterlands official channel. Please come in on the Splinterlands official Twitch channel if you want to participate in the giveaway, if you want to have a chance of winning a scholarship with a gold 1 level account, or if you want to be one out of 3,000 scholars that we're giving away today. You need to be on Twitch TV/Splinterlands official, logged in on your Twitch account, participating in the chat. We are doing a giveaway in a few seconds.
What do you need from the winners once we pull that? What do they need to send in chat?
So the winner will be contacted of the gold pack will be contacted directly by some of our staff. We are throwing links in the chat to both our homepage, both our application page to become a scholar, and both to our Discord community. if there are struggles, you can find contact with us on Discord. We will log all the winners. So we will find you, but most likely you'll get contacted very rapidly once you're pulled.
Well, like,
So
do you want them
I'm
to put
ready.
their Discord info in the chat, or how do you want? Because basically the way Nightbot works, it's going to isolate for me. It's going to isolate their chat, so I can talk with them.
Okay.
Like, what info do they need to put out if they're pulled as the winner? Like, do
Yeah.
they need to put their Discord name? Is that what you want?
Yeah. Discord info is fine. If we get the
Okay.
Discord info, that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're pulled, put your Discord info. Okay. Our first winner. We ready for it? No, they doesn't matter. They just need to be active in chat. I see we've got a ton of people active. So let's go. Let's roll it. Our first winner is Cemke91. CEMKE91. Congratulations. You've won the, was it gold 1? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, we're making some scholarship accounts to be eligible for Gold 1 in terms of their collection powers and the cards that they have, so they can actually play in Gold 1, which is quite a high ranking. I want to congratulate you. This is a historic event. Like, this is the first like high level giveaway that we're doing with this sort of unboxing. $1 million worth of card being unboxed, having Bulldog here, having me here on the stream. You're the first. Like,
Hey,
that's huge. You'll go down in history.
This is awesome. Hey, this is great. Like, this is fun. Opening other people's packs is fun. I didn't have to buy them, and I still get to open them all up. Like, what could be better? I get to give away other people's scholarships. I get to open people's packs. Like,
Yeah.
this is heaven.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, send me your Discord name in, and just type it into chat. And okay, so did I hear that we're doing another one?
Yeah, let's do 2. Like, we're already at 50-minute mark. I was expecting us to do like one every 20 minutes, but with PC crashes and fun excitement, then you kind of lose track of time. So let's do another one, and then let's just keep rolling with the card openings.
Okay, absolutely. We'll roll one more here. Here, let's we can actually let the cards open up in the background. Here, let's do another opening right here.
What a showman you are, Bulldog. I love
I
it.
roll it. I mean, we've got plenty of them. Okay, as it of course loads. There we go. There we go. Reveal the cards in the background. You guys will have to tell me what we got. Who wins the next? The next winner is Formula 38. Formula 38. Congratulations. You are our second winner of the day.
That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm so happy that you guys are here participating. Like, this is a historic event. It's possible because of our partnership with Side Door Ventures. We are Balthazar NFT gaming platform. We want to be the one pit stop for GameFi, connecting the non-native and the native crypto players and investors to GameFi, opening up to all GameFi games. If you want to play, if you want to invest, if you want to lend assets and earn yield, if you are building a game on GameFi and you want to have a place to launch, you can do that directly on Balthazar. We also provide thought leadership with our research reports. You can find all sorts of contents, competitions, tournaments in the future. Balthazar is the place to be if you want to stay in touch with GameFi. I want to see you all there to participate in the giveaways that we're doing today. We're giving away 3,000 scholarships. We're giving away 5 gold level 1 accounts scholarships. We've already given away 2 to 2 lucky winners. You have to be on twitch.tv/Splinterlands official channel on Twitch, and you have to be logged in on your Twitch account. You have to be participating in the chat. I want to see some noise. I want to see you call out how handsome Bulldog is today, and remember to turn off your computer every night. Like, just a quick tips here, like for all you viewers, right? This is where you get the good tips. So, Bulldog, I think I want like the quick intro for new players, tips for new players. Yeah, we kind of jumped past that because we were doing the intro of the game. So
Yeah.
what are the like top tips for a newer player? If you're just coming into the game, you've never played a card game before, maybe you heard about Pokemon when you were young. What are the quick tips to speed up your progression?
Oh, that's tough because one of the great things about the game is there's so many different ways that you could go. In general, now we're hyping up all these pack openings, right? We love the packs. It's so much fun to open packs. Packs are kind of a gamble. And if you are a new player starting out, I highly recommend you focus more, especially if you're on a limited budget, focus more on getting like picking a certain strategy and going out and buying those individual cards. Like down in like if you're starting off down in bronze or even silver, like for example, one of the first teams I recommend is like a fire sneak team. And that's a what sneak is it allows melee cards will attack the back line. Normally you go and attack the front line card first. Sneak will attack the cards in the back. And then just going out and kind of finding some of those sneak cards and building those specifically. Kind of instead of just opening random cards to a pack, go actually choose a specific strategy and focus on that and go get those cards on the market.
So I guess what we're saying is, like, there are 100,000 different strategies that you can deploy and utilize in Splinterlands, and the game is so in depth, and it's so like dense, and it takes a long time to understand everything. So if you want to get sped up on your introduction to the game, figure out some cards that you actually understand what they do, and just understand your own deck, right? That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. It's yeah, it's hard to like because when you talk about the tips and stuff for different strategies can have different tips, but choosing one path and kind of trying to build that up first is definitely a good way to start.
Yeah.
And it can all depend on your budget too. Somebody starting with a $15 budget is going to have a much different strategy than somebody who's starting out with a $1,500 budget. There are so many different things that you can do, and so it can be tough. But that's what makes the game fun is that even though it's such a simple game, like in concept, it's 3 minute battles. The the actual gameplay itself is not something that takes very long to learn, but there are so many different routes and so many different ways that you can go, and you'll have different content creators out there that are also like we've so many people are doing different series where they start from the beginning and everybody's series is different. There's so many different ways that you can go. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the game gets thrown on its head on so many different levels. The higher ranked you go with new rules and new like mana sets and stuff. But when you sign up for Splintlands, right, you do have free cards that everybody can utilize from the beginning, right? So I guess like my journey in Splintlands as well. Like the first thing that I tried to do was just understand the free cards that I had available to me, because very likely when you start playing the game, you're going to be utilizing some of these free cards, whether you choose to invest or not, because there are situations where you have to fill out your deck in order to play, and you're kind of forced sometimes to use some of the cards that you have available to you. So understanding what the cards do, like what's the difference between melee and magic and ranged attacks, like when do they work, do they hit armor, do they not, like the basic abilities. Maybe that's something nice to talk about. Like, what's the most misunderstood ability?
As for misunderstood ability,
Yeah,
so as far as so I guess backing up a little bit to the basics. So you have 3 different types of attack. You have melee, ranged, and magic. And melee cards can typically only attack when they're in the front. They're like your frontline tanks type of thing. Ranged and magic can attack from the back line. In a normal situation, everything attacks the first card. But you can have some abilities like snipe, for example. Snipe is an ability that will hit the first card in the back line that doesn't have melee. That's kind of simplified, but for this purposes, it'll work. That doesn't have melee. So instead of hitting that first card, you can hit a card on the back line. And some people have problems figuring out which card it's actually going to hit. Because sometimes the first non-melee card is the second card, and sometimes it's the
yeah,
it's the last card.
yeah.
So it
I can
kind of
see how
hits
that's
different
confusing.
spots and people get confused there. But yeah, snipe's going to be something that hits the first non-melee card.
Yeah. But these sort of cards, I find I think that's a good tip, honestly, for starter players as well. Like understanding the abilities that makes you not hit the first card. So whether that's sneak or snipe or what's it called, scatter shot. Uh, Also, you have
Opportunity.
yeah, opportunity and blast can hit multiple. And then if you combine, then you get a rule. You get blast, for example, blast and snipe, and suddenly you hit multiple people in the back line. there's a lot of cool and interesting ways how the cards that you have gets changed because of the rule set of the game. So yeah.
Well, yeah, and those like, for example, sneak is an ability that can be on a card, but it can also be granted by a rule set. There's a rule set where all melee cards have sneak. Um, so everything can even play completely differently based on what the rule sets are.
Hmm. And then I think there's one ability that's really important to understand, and that's thorns.
Hmm.
Which I find can be very important for those sort of situations too. Like when you have sneak and all cards except for the cards in the first position will attack the backline card, the card in the back on the enemy side. If he puts a thorn monster there, then they're gonna hurt themselves when they hit him if they're melee, right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And that's so what thorns does is whenever a if your card has thorns and gets hit by a melee card, it does 2 damage back to that card. So yeah, thorns can be a great counter for against any opposing melee strategy, whether that's sneak or opportunity or just a melee heavy team.
Yeah.
And that was actually one of the first videos I made that kind of blew up and got my channel started with Splinterlands was recommending new players go out and get Mylor to start with. Mylor is a summoner that gives your entire team thorns and is a very powerful ability. It's a very good card anywhere in the game, but it's a very powerful beginner card as well
Yeah.
because that you see
It's
so many
easy to
melee cards.
understand, right? Like that's also like me and my team when we went into Splinterlands in the beginning and we wanted to understand the game. We actually found that Bulldog video and we were like, "Wow, I love this." So that Mylor and the Thorns build, it has like a special place in my heart. Bulldog, after this round, let me do a quick plug and then we pull another winner. I think no.
Okay, yeah, sounds good to me. I see somebody in chat saying they hate Mylor. Hate facing
But
that
that's
card.
how it is, right? The
Ye
best cards, you love to play them and you hate to play against them. Like that's I feel like there's a lot of those cards, no?
Oh, yeah, and there's a lot of different strategies, and Mylor's become even more powerful at some of the higher levels now because you now have an ability that's called Amplify, and it will actually allow you to do an additional thorns damage. So it just becomes even more powerful, and there's a lot of cool things.
How do you counter it? If you see that somebody's played a Thorns build all the 5 last games in a row, how would you counter it?
So the easiest way to counter it is to not use a lot of melee cards. Thorns is worthless if you go like say an all magic attack team. We have let's see, dude. I'm sure we pulled Obsidian here someplace. Let's see if I can actually find her right here. So this right here is an Earth Summoner that gives your entire team +1 magic. So building a team around that magic damage and getting extra magic damage from Obsidian is a great way to counter. And actually, right next to it is Sloan. That's +1 range damage. Those are your two other types of damage other than melee. And loading up with ranged or magic damage is a great way to counter it. So you don't have to be hit with those thorns.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the Splinterlands community. Like I'm just eyeing the chat on my right screen here every now and then. And as I'm asking you questions, they're immediately answering them even before you get to answer them. And they're like, use ranged, use magic. It's so easy. But that's great. I love that. So um we're going to go into pulling another winner in a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to let everybody have the chance to come and actually participate. In order to participate, to be pulled as one of the scholars who receive a Gold 1 account, you have to be on the Splinterlands official channel on Twitch. You need to be logged in on a Twitch account and you need to participate in the chat in order to have a chance to win. Is that correct, Bulldog?
Correct. Yep. You must be active in the chat within 10 minutes of when we draw the giveaway. So you don't have typing multiple times doesn't give you multiple entries. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Just once every 10 minutes, say something in chat and you will be entered to win.
Yeah. So come to Twitch and participate on the Splinterlands official channel in the chat to have a chance to win. We're pulling multiple winners. We've pulled 2 already. It's an historic event. This entire event is only possible because of our partner, Side Door Ventures, who made this all possible, who is utilizing our NFT management system that we have over at Balthazar. We have a platform offering management of your NFTs so that you can produce and earn yield on the NFTs that you're not using in games that offer play to earn. We're connecting those NFTs with our scholars, our wizards, and they will be playing and they will be splitting that yield with you so that you can actually earn with the NFTs that you're not using yourself. So it's a great system for investors or higher level players, or if you're playing multiple games and you don't have enough time to actually utilize all of the assets that you have. I know myself, like I've been in 10 different games right now, and like I can't play all of them at the same time. So having the opportunity to get utilization of the assets that you're not using and that are just rotting in a corner is a great way to actually not only earn some extra yourself, but also sort of give back to the GameFi community, because it allows other people as well to earn money. And many people around the entire world are earning money through play to earn games, and they're earning money through scholarships. And this is giving opportunities, and it's making a more global gaming community, and that's what we're trying to be with Balthazar. It should be the global pit stop for GameFi gaming. So if you want to learn about GameFi, if you have assets that you want to produce yield on, if you want to play GameFi games, you want to read about GameFi games, you should come to Balthazar. Well, I'm ready for the giveaway. I see that
You ready?
we got a few more viewers. I'm starting to get ready. I'm hyped.
Okay. We can roll it right now. All right. Nightbot, choose our next winner. Arwin Navarro, 28. Congratulations. Nightbot has selected you. You are our next winner. Send me your Discord name in chat and we will reach out to you.
That's awesome. You are the third winner today, 3rd out of 5 for the Super Scholarship account. You're a part of an historic event that we were able to bring to you today because of our partner, Sideover Ventures. It's amazing that you are all here. I'm so glad that you're with us on this journey. And I'm honestly so impressed with the Splinterlands community, who's being so helpful, honestly, in the chat. For there's so many new players here today who've never played Splinterlands. They might have never played a card game. And as me and Bulldog are discussing different game elements, there's a lot of good, valuable tips in the chat. So I would urge you to come to twitch.tv/Splinterlands official and participate and pay attention to the chat, because there's a lot of gold nuggets there. For sure.
Algonaut's dropping nuggets in the chat, thinking I don't notice. I saw that, Algonaut. Don't you can't sneak that past me. Let's see. Did our winner reply? Arwen. Okay. All right. Arwen, send me your numbers as well. I see your name, but you might want the numbers behind it.
Yeah, we need your Discord information so that we can actually stay in touch with you post the stream, which we would love to. It would be sad to lose you after we've announced you to the entire world, right?
You came here with what, 500? Are we at 500? 516 other people.
Yeah, it's actually amazing. I'm honestly oh, did Bulldog die again? He didn't die, like his PC died, if anything. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm still here, so I'm gonna continue running the show, I guess. Yeah. So let's talk a bit about Splinterlands. Um, Splinterlands is a game that's been around for multiple years right now, and it's there's Bulldog again.
That was weird. Okay,
What happened?
my screen share stayed on, right?
Yeah, the screen stayed on this time, which was nice.
It just kicked me out of the program we're using for the video chat. I just had to log back in.
Yeah.
So it was not my computer this time, I promise.
Okay. So I blamed your computer. I'm sorry for that. You did a good job this time. And welcome everybody to the chat. If you want to participate in the giveaways that we're doing, you have to come to twitch.tv/Splinterlands official. That's where it's happening. To have a chance of winning, you have to participate in the chat. You have to be logged in on your Twitch account. When you win, if you win, You'll have to provide us your Discord ID so we can contact you. We're doing a $1 million card opening today of Chaos Legion packs provided to us by our partners, Side Door Ventures. I'm here today with Bulldog, who's a hero in the Splinterlands community. He's been providing massive amounts of YouTube videos, more than you can watch in a day for sure. He's one of the ones who brought me into the game as well. And yeah, we're trying to bring you some epic content with the largest card opening event of all time as of today. So yeah.
Oh yeah, this is amazing. I'm trying to pick up the pace a little bit so we can get some more cards open
Yeah.
as we talk through the background.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep them going.
I want to know in chat, for those of you who are playing, if we don't factor in value, so no, not looking at resale value and what you could get for the card. If you could take a maxed out version of any chaos card, which card would you choose? What is your favorite chaos card? I'm
That's a good
curious to see
question.
what chat says.
And you said Quicks yourself, right?
Quicks is my favorite for the war. I do like the character. As far as like actually playing the card in game,
Yeah.
for chaos, I would probably have to say Grund is my favorite one. So maybe not necessarily the most powerful card. Mycelia that we just flipped over. I would probably argue of the cards you can pull from the chaos packs might be the strongest one. But Grund has we'll see when we come across Grund here next. I don't know if we've already flipped him over in this pack or if we got him at all. I'll show his ability and why I like him so much.
It seems like we have the Chaos Dragon fan group in our chat right now. Bulldog, do you see that? Like Chaos Dragon, like 50 comments in a row. But honestly, I'm in that as well. So I feel you guys. I feel like whenever I have the chance to run Dragon, I want to put in Chaos Dragon there. It's just a so strong card, and it's versatile, and I love being able to hit multiple cards at the same time, especially when you have the invulnerability on the first hit. I don't remember what that's called, but it's great.
And of course, right on cue, the very first card we flip over this pack is Grund. So it's automatically scrolling. I can't stop it, but we'll go all the way back up to the top as soon as I'm done, so we can show that.
But he has the double hitting ability, right?
Yes, it's called Double Strike, and hits pretty hard. It's kind of like, so we talked about recharge earlier, where you attack once every 2 turns. This is like the opposite of recharge, where you attack twice per turn, and get to do damage there. He once he gets maxed out, he has an ability that's called Trample, and what Trample is when once per attack. I normally say once per turn, but it's actually once per attack because Grund gets 2 attacks, so he can trample twice. Once per turn, if you defeat a monster, you actually trample over them and attack the monster behind them. So this right here, this double strike, this little kind of looks like double lightning bolts, means he attacks twice. He's a 10 mana card, so he's got a lot of attack. So using that attack twice can be very valuable. And if you partner with Trample, you can technically get 4 attacks in a single turn. And it's just so much fun when those trigger and you just get to run people over.
Yeah. And then there's also the rule set where Trample can hit multiple times in a row. So I've had so many games where I just run through the entire enemy team in one go from him. And also it's so great on the sneak runs as well, right? I want to talk a bit more about like what we offer on Balthazar. So Balthazar is a NFT gaming platform. One of the big points that we're here today because of is our lending platform, where our partner Side Door Ventures came through with the $1 million worth of Splintland assets that we're utilizing and opening today and creating massive amounts of scholars through. We're giving away 3,000 scholarships today based on this. Also, 5 out of those are going to be highly gold level 1 accounts. We're also announcing today through this entry into Splinterlands our long-term investment and long-term incentive, for our Splinterlands scholars, where you actually get a $100 stake on our own Balthazar token upon launch, which you unlock after a 12 months period of being our scholar, that means that you actually get a ownership in Balthazar's token. And if that 10x's over the course of the next year, well, you got yourself $1,000. So it's a way for us to give a bigger stake to our community. And if you want to be a wizard or a scholar for us, and you want to work together with Balthazar, regardless of the game that you're playing in, there is more to the cake. There is more long-term incentives. We want partners for the long term. We don't want people to come and go on a monthly basis. Like, we want to work together for multiple years. We're looking at the long term. We're looking at 2 years. We're looking at 5 years. We're looking at 10 years. Like, we want to be here for the long run. And that's also why we're here today on Splinterlands with Bulldog. We have so long-term faith in Splinterlands. It's an actual engaging game that, regardless of whether you're playing to earn a bit extra income, the game is actually fun. And there's so high depth. Even after playing the game for half a year, which I have, I'm still experiencing new things on a daily basis, and there's new cards coming all the time, which also changes up the entire ecosystem. And then down the line in the future, there's more new modes coming out, and additions to the game, consumables, land, stuff like this. There's also currently an airdrop going on within Splinterlands for new Chaos Legion cards. So I wanted to ask you about that, Bulldog. Like, what are you hoping to see with the remaining airdropped cards?
So we've got with the remaining cards. Can you guys hear me, by the way? I feel like
Yeah.
my sound cut out for a second there. So I wanted to make sure I was good. So we have, with the remaining airdrop cards, we have 7 of them left. We know the next one. It is called Carnage Titan, which is going to be our last airdrop monster. And I am super excited about that because it's like a dragon version of Grund with reach. It has that double strike again. It's going to be a high mana card with double strike with lots of damage, and it has reach. What reach does is it allows a melee card to attack the front from the second position. So I want to pair Grund and Carnage Titan together, and you can
Oh,
just put them
that
side
sounds
by
naughty.
side.
That sounds so naughty.
And get all that attack with all that double strike. So that is our next airdrop card that I'm looking forward to. That we're what, like 95,000 packs
Yeah, we're
away
close.
from getting that. We're getting close. Every million packs is when we release a new airdrop card. But then after that is when we are probably going to have some changing cards coming, because the final 6 airdrops are going to be the legendary summoner cards. So we're gonna have 6 new summoners coming, and that's going to give a lot more variety to Chaos Legion. And we have no idea what these abilities are going to bring. But last set, the Chaos Legion. Am I here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're here. You never cut out for me.
Okay. Well, I'll keep talking. My screen went black. I can't see anything. Um, the Well, the last set with Untamed, the Chaos Legion the Untamed summoners that came were completely game changing. We had cards like Jotun that bring blast to every card.
Yeah, yeah.
Kitty that's really fast and has a heal. Llama that gives last stand. Like, those were absolutely game changing summoners. And I can't wait to see what they come up with for this next series, to see if it changes the game the same way.
Yeah. And those are also very likely to be very valuable cards. So
Mhm.
in the Untamed pack, those summoners were by far some of the most valuable and maybe worthwhile cards to have as well, right?
Oh, no doubt. Those were the cards that everybody's searching for. If you go open up, like, you can buy Untamed cards off, or Untamed packs off the secondary market now. Like, those are the cards that you're looking for,
Yeah.
whenever you pull up those packs, especially the gold foil versions. Like, we talk about looking for gold
Yeah,
foil legendaries. Those are the gold foil legendaries that are worth, like, at one
a
time
lot.
they were like $5,000 each. I don't know what they're
Yeah.
at now, but no,
But the
they
gold
are.
foils are also always level 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, so it depends on their rarity. But yes, like a legendary gold is going to be a level 2.
Yeah. So you get a extra value out of it straight from the get-go without needing to combine it. So with the regular cards, you would have to combine it to get the same statistics as you get on the gold card, right?
Correct, yeah, you have to combine them. together. Yeah, so you get a higher stats as well, in addition to having all the extra value.
Yeah. So while Bulldog is trying to get his stream back up and running, I want to mention that in order to participate in our giveaways, you have to come to twitch.tv/Splinterlands official. We'll be dropping links throughout the stream, in the comments, in the chat, to our webpage, to our application for becoming a scholar. We'll also be dropping links to our Discord community. It would be awesome to have you there. And also, if you want to win scholarships or a gold level 1 account scholarship, then you have to participate in the chat on the Splinterlands official Twitch channel. This is all brought to you today through our partner, Sidor Ventures, who's setting a precedent and utilizing our lending platform on Balthazar, which makes it possible for him to get utilization and earn yield on his 1.3 million cards that he has, which is amazing.
That's I can't even fathom that much. Like, I feel like I'm doing well with cards when I've got like I'm flirting with 6-figure value in cards, and then here we are with millions of cards.
Yeah. So can we get Bulldog's screen back on the stream? Because currently we're on Balthazar's
Sure.
webpage, it looks like.
Yeah, mine should be
Although
up
our
now.
webpage is very pretty, like if you go to it, it's actually like the stars are actually falling across the screen, and you should come back and check out our webpage every now and then. We're doing some redesigns. There's a lot of cool content. A lot of the research reports that I've been a part of producing are available on the site already. We have a 15-page research report on Splinterlands, which is I believe the longest research report that is done on the game as of today, where we go through everything from gameplay to white paper, roadmap, future predictions, what's coming in the future. Yeah, did you take a look at that, by the way, Bulldog?
Yes, that research report was very well done, very thorough. I was extremely impressed, and I actually sent it to a lot of people because I get a bunch of people asking like, "Okay, should I play the game? How much can I earn?" All sorts of questions, and I'm like, "Well, here, I can tell you my opinion. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but here's a third party that wrote this out and did a great job." So
Wow.
yeah, I share it with a lot of people. It's a great if you're out there considering if you want to get started investing in the game and you want to know like what potential returns are or things like that. There's so much information in there. I highly recommend you go check it out. It's worthwhile.
And that's the sort of information you're going to be finding on our webpage, Balthazar. Like that's the sort of content that we want to provide, like a unbiased opinion and an unbiased research report on the top GameFi games, on the upcoming games, on the blockchains themselves. So if you want to have really in-depth content on GameFi, you'll find it on Balthazar. If you have assets, you want to produce yield, you can do that through our lending platform. If you want to start playing GameFi games, you can do that through our platform. We are the place to go for global GameFi. Anything GameFi, you'll find it on Balthazar. And we're here today through our partner, Sidor Ventures, who's lent us through our lending model his $1 million worth of Splintland assets, which is 1.3 million cards, which we're opening right now on your screen. And if you want to have a chance of participating in our giveaways to become one of our 3,000 scholars or have a chance to win our gold level 1 scholarship accounts, you'll have to be on the Splinterlands official Twitch channel, be logged in on your account, and be participating in the chat, because that's how you can win.
Yeah, when you guys when you first contacted me about Balthazar, this I mean this was what like feels like it was several months ago. Um I I really had no idea what all you guys were doing. I mean, I get contacted by so many guilds to go through things, and I could tell you were a large guild, but I did not realize like how I mean like even like having your own platform to launch games and so many different things. It goes so far beyond what we see a lot of other places. I did not realize how in depth you guys were getting. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm happy you're so impressed with us. So, like we are a NFT gaming platform, and we want to bring utilizations and manage your NFTs and provide you thought leadership with content. We do have a guild, which is a portion of our platform, but we're not like only a guild. It's just a small part of our bigger platform. And the entire logic of our bigger platform is to be the Steam of GameFi, like the one pit stop you go to if you want to access GameFi games, if you want to have information on them, if you want to buy assets, sell assets, learn about games. If you have assets, you want to lend them, produce yield, you can do all of that on Balthazar. And that's what Sidedoor Ventures did to bring us what we're doing today here with the largest Splinterlands card opening event of all time.
Man, it's I want to know how long it would take to actually open all of these manually, 200 at a 200 at a time. We've been going for a little while, and it takes a while. So there is an option to actually open, like using third-party tools to open more cards at once. It's not as fun though. It's not as fun when don't get to see them flipped over. You see those legendary shake, and you're waiting to see if it's a gold or not. It's just not quite as exciting. But yeah, it's not something that actually has to. We don't really have to sit here and watch every single one, but it's just fun. It's more fun this way.
It is enjoyable, honestly, and it's so like the animations are smooth. Like I like big thumbs up to Splinterlands for the actual animations of the card openings. It's actually it feels very rewarding to open, honestly. Like I just remember back to being a child and begging my parents to get a Pokemon card pack, and you're fickling the package in your hand and opening it slowly. It is interesting, it's fun, and you never know what you're gonna get. Like it took us 600 packs to get the first gold legendary, right? So
It's
but if you're lucky, you get it on your first pack. You never know what you're gonna get.
it was something like that. I don't know. This program does not like my computer. Can you guys hear me? So it's it's my whole screen's frozen again. So I don't know what it is.
I think
Um
I think Bulldog's computer would really love to be turned off more often and get like actual pauses. Like it's always put to sleep, but it's never really able to sleep properly, which is being turned off. So it's like a quick tech tip. But yeah, like so to talk a bit more about what this giveaway is and sort of what happens when you become a scholar and you become a wizard, which is what you become when you're a part of Balthazar. You'll be playing games that produce daily yields, and you earn a part of that yield yourself, and then the other part of the yield, in this case, goes to our lender, Sidoro Ventures. But in addition, when you become one of our wizards, for Splinterlands, you are a part of the long-term incentive model, which gives you $100 worth of Balthazar tokens on our launch, which is going to be within the next month or two. I'm hoping within the next month. It's coming very, very shortly. It's going to be very hype, and that gives you, as a partner to Balthazar, it gives you a stake in our platform, a stake in our token. Um, that gives you this sort of extra reward for the long term. So if Splinterlands, no, if Balthazar goes 5x or 10x in the course of the next year, by the time you've fulfilled your 12 months long term incentive model bonus, you'll get out the value of that. So if the token went 5x, you'll get out $500. If it went 10x, you'll get out $1,000. If it stayed at the launch price, then you get out $100. So it is an extra incentive, and it's an extra bonus to becoming one of our wizards, and we would love to have you on board. If you want to learn more, you can go to our webpage. We'll also be throwing links in the chat to our Discord. We would love to have you join our Discord community. We have more than 70,000 people in our Discord as of today. It's growing every day. We're also to be found on Twitter. Um, yeah, anything GameFi, you go to Balthazar.
I'm blaming Chrome. It's always Chrome that's the problem. I am back up, by the way. So as soon as we're ready, we can go
Wait,
open
are
some
you
more.
not using Brave? I thought Brave was partnered with Splinterlands. What is this?
Yeah, so it's actually interesting. This should be a promotion for Brave. Like
Yeah.
notice how my audio has stayed. My audio and video are open up in Brave. It's my screen that keeps actually, no, earlier Brave did crash, didn't it? Because my screen stayed. Um,
Oh.
so I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe sometimes you just have an unlucky day, and I guess it's good for all of us other people who are here today that Bulldog is the one experiencing all this bad luck, and we're having all this good luck because we're getting all this great content. We're getting to do some awesome giveaways. We're getting to learn some awesome tips and tricks about Splinterlands. Getting to learn about Balthazar NFT gaming platform. Uh, and I think this is honestly a historic event. I'm super proud to be here, and just that this is actually happening, Bulldog. Like we're we're starting a new era of GameFi and gaming as a whole, like blockchain based gaming that actually can earn you money and to many people earn you a living and give opportunities for people in the entire world to earn money through your phone, through your laptop, through your PC. Like if you want to use your browser on your Switch, you could probably do that too, but I wouldn't recommend it. But like, uh, there's so many opportunities with GameFi, and it's an entire new world, and there's endless amounts of options. And if you want to learn more about GameFi, you should definitely go check out Balthazar, because that's where you will get caught up to speed on what's happening in GameFi. The top games you should be looking into to invest or to play. If you want to read research reports, you can do that there. If you want to start playing the games, we can do it directly through Balthazar. And we want to be the hub for people who want to access GameFi. So come check out Balthazar and join our Discord community. And pay attention to the Twitch chat, because if you want to participate in our giveaways, you have to pay attention to our Twitch chat. That's where it's happening. That's how you participate. We are on twitch.tv/Splinterlands official. You have to be logged in on your Twitch account in order to participate. Otherwise, it's very difficult to win. I think it's even impossible to win if you're not there.
And it's big that you guys are getting all the GameFi stuff set up now because we are still in the infancy with GameFi. I mean, this is just getting started. Um, like one of the big reasons I play Splinterlands is that there's a lot of the games that you see so far they're not real games really. It's more like click to earn and that type of thing. Splinterlands is one of the few that's actually fun. Over the next few years, we're going to see a lot more fun games coming in. And there's going to be a lot more things to play, a lot more other things. Even Splinterlands itself is going to be producing some of those games. They've partnered with Warner Music Group to start building some arcade games and things like that. So
That's so awesome.
Splinterlands is going to have additional games themselves. So this is just the start of this industry, and it's going to grow so large. And it's cool to be here.
Yeah, it's an entire ecosystem, and congratulations to all of you who are here. Like you're a part of history right now. As we dropped Bulldog's camera again, it went black, but then you had to look at my face. That's good as well, and we get to have the stream running as well. A good that was a good thing that he actually started that. But yeah, like it is an historic event, and um, the opportunities that we're gonna see that are available for people in the entire world over the next years is so massive, and it's really making gaming more globally connected. Like especially in like 10 years ago and 20 years ago, gaming as a whole was really fragmented, and before internet became a huge thing, like it was always offline. And I feel like for every day that passes and every week that passes, we get more globally connected, and you get more of global communities and more um yeah, connections to people across the entire world. Like just right now in this stream, like Bulldog is sitting in America and I'm sitting in northern Norway. Uh, and Balthazar is based out of Sydney, in Australia. So we're like on all different parts of the world. But hey, Bulldog, I'm kind of getting ready for a new giveaway. What do you think?
Hey, sounds good. Sounds good to me. Let me make sure my Nightbot is working. Yeah, Nightbot's working. It's been registering everybody. It knows everybody that's been active in the chat. Do do you want to give people time to maybe who are just joining on YouTube or something like that to jump over? Or are we just going to go ahead and roll it right now?
You get 30 seconds to get onto twitch.tv/Splintlands official, log into your Twitch account, comment in the chat. That's the only way to participate in the giveaway. You have 25 seconds left, is closing in on 20 seconds. You better get on there, twitch.tv/Splintlands official. If you want to participate in the giveaway, we're giving away 5 gold level 1 scholarship accounts. We've already given away 3, right? So this is number 4. This is an historic event. You go down in history as one of the first winners of this massive giveaway event. Get into the Twitch chat. We're pulling it in a few seconds. Are you still there, Bulldog? I guess you get a few more. Extra seconds. So as soon as Bulldog gets back, we will pull the winner. It's loading here. See if he comes back in. Wow, you got a lot of time with me today. A lot of time with Nico the Pico on your screen, and now we have an actual animation on our webpage as well. So I'd urge you guys to go and check out our webpage. For those of you who are just joining today, we're doing a massive pack opening, the largest pack opening in Splinterlands history, which is brought to us through our partner Side Door Ventures, who's been utilizing our lending platform in order to produce yield on their assets. What they have, we're opening $1 million worth of Splinterlands cards today, Chaos Legion packs, and we're giving away 3,000 scholarships. Not only that, but the scholarships that we're giving away today also include a long-term incentive model where you get $100 stake in the Balthazar token when it launches, which will be in the next month or two, which gives you a stake in our platform itself. And for the long term, like, we're looking at finding long-term partners and players who want to stick with us and build the GameFi community that we're building, the global GameFi community, the global GameFi presence. Like, we want to be here for the long run, and we want to find those players who want to go with us on that journey for the long run. So that's why we made the long-term incentive model to give that extra bit of incentive to come join us at Balthazar and become our wizard and be a part of our ecosystem, be a part of our community in Discord, which is growing every single day. I'm hoping Bulldog gets back very shortly. As soon as he gets back, we're going to pull the winner. I think we're definitely going to have to run through some tech tips with Bulldog on the next stream and see what we can do to help him out. But that's okay. He's coming back. He's here. I can see him. You will be able to see him soon. He's blushing. He's so cute when he's blushing, actually. You missed out on the initial flustered Bulldog, but that's all right. Like, honestly, Bulldog, I think it's okay that this is happening. I think it's good that it's happening. Like even we professionals can make mistakes and have issues, and it's better that we have the issues than our viewers and the players themselves. So I think it's good.
Yeah, at least we see how fast my computer reboots. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll have to fix that later, or let my computer sleep. I guess my computer's going to be happy that I'm leaving here shortly to go on vacation. So it's gonna get 10 days of rest.
Bulldog's computer is not gonna understand what's happening at all. Like, Dad, where did you go?
It's in use like 18 hours a day. So
yeah, I'm getting told that we still have quite a lot of scholarship positions opening. So if you want to apply, you can do that through our webpage. We'll be dropping links in the chat. As soon as Bulldog gets his Nightbot back up and running, we are going to pull our 4th winner.
It's ready. I will pull it right now before my computer crashes again.
Yes, hurry.
Akashi Serene 017, congratulations. You are the winner. Send me your Discord name in chat.
And that's the 4th winner today of the Gold 1 level scholarship accounts. Congratulations. You are now officially a part of Balthazar and Splinterlands history. This is the biggest Splinterlands card opening event of all time. It's an historic event, and we should just keep opening cards. Like, it's gonna take us. It's gonna take us quite some time to actually open all of those cards. Like, what do you expect? Like, even with opening 200 cards at the same time, like, How long is it gonna take us to open all of those cards?
I hope we're not planning on finding out. Yeah, the easiest way is to use like a third party site to open all of them. It's been fun doing, what are we through, like almost 10,000 packs, but
Yeah.
it's crazy to think that we still need to do that's only 10,000, or like I said, I think we're a little short of 10,000. We have 250,000 packs to open. Like, it's
Yeah.
hard for me to even grasp that number of cards, that number
Yeah.
of packs. I feel sorry for whoever has to go through and
Yeah,
actually
that's me.
assemble all the scholarship all the
Yeah, that's
scholarships.
me.
That's
But
you?
but
Okay.
like it's like 1.3 million cards, but very rapidly, like we're gonna be combining a lot of these cards, and then
Yeah,
suddenly there are gonna be a lot less cards very rapidly because for the most common level cards, you need quite a lot of cards in order to combine them to higher levels, which make them better for our players, for our wizards, for the giveaway opportunity that we're doing today to become a scholar with our long-term incentive model as well as a bonus. You should definitely participate. You have to come on to twitch.tv/Splinterlands official to participate. You have to participate in the chat. We're dropping links there to our webpage, to our application webpage. There's also links to our Discord. Come join our Discord community. We would love to have you there. Yeah, let's talk some gameplay again. Like we have 20 more minutes of the stream. Um, I'd love to hear more, maybe also about what you're hoping to see on the new summoners that are going to be
okay,
airdropped
yeah.
soon, and things that you're looking forward to, like over the next half year, maybe of Splinterlands. Like, what's the big hype things coming in the future?
Oh, man, you've touched on 2 topics that we can't cover in 20 minutes. Okay, so let's start with what's coming that I'm excited about. Because I could theorize on potential summoner things I'd like to see forever. Um, as far as what's coming, as far as gameplay goes, the biggest thing that is coming later this year is going to be lands. So lands uh, is going to be a way to introduce items and spell cards. So right now we talked about how this is an auto battle, or you choose your lineup and then your opponent chooses their lineup, and then that's it. Once you choose your lineup, you're done. Once this expansion comes, there's going to be a second phase. So you're both going to choose your lineups. You're going to then see the battlefield, and then you're going to be able to play items or spells to change the outcome of that battle and then kind of influence things. So it's going to introduce a counterplay into the game, which is going to at least I feel like it's got to completely change the game. I mean, that's going to be a whole separate level of play. And as somebody who loves the game and loves strategy, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, and that's such a cool thing too with a lot of these games that um the games themselves progress so much over the course of half a year to a year, even month to month, that the games stay fresh and like you're constantly getting new experiences while you're playing. And I guess that's part of the reason why um Splinterlands also have had the success that it's had. Like the game is um it's so deep. There's so many things to experience, and then they're still adding on more and more things and new cards and new events and tournaments. And there, maybe we can talk about that. Like there's quite a lot of like active daily tournaments in Splinterlands as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So tournaments have been a big focus they are a big focus for this year. They're doing a lot of new things. There are just like official Splinterlands tournaments through the website where you can join. There at different levels from Bronze League to Champion League. And there are live events like single elimination tournaments where you join at a specific time and it's you're in a bracket like we've got March Madness going on right now for anybody who's familiar with that. It's just a single elimination tournament. It's that style of tournament. And then you have anytime tournaments, which are 24 hours, where you get matched up against like 11 other people, and you have 24 hours to complete your battle. So that one's not time dependent. You don't have to be here at the same time as everybody else. So there are two forms of tournaments there. And part of SPS distribution is being distributed through tournaments. So you can go win SPS through those tournaments. And then you can also create your own tournaments. Anybody can go in and start up a Splinterlands tournament through the website and set up whatever prizes you want, whether it's in-game prizes or external prizes, and set things up. So we're seeing more and more outside companies come in and run sponsorships through there or whatever the case is, or hold their own Splinterlands tournaments, and we're starting to see things grow there. It's been fun.
Think that's really awesome for community building too. Like that anybody can go and create a tournament. It's such a cool concept, and like the experience that I get playing the game is that there's so many things to do. Um, so the game is like the more you learn about Splinterlands, the more you start understanding the depth. And even for me, half a year in, I'm still experiencing new things. So yeah, it is really impressive. For those of you who are joining in, we're at about 1 hour 45 minutes mark of the stream. We're gonna go on for another 15 minutes. We're doing the biggest Splinterlands card opening event of all time. We're opening $1 million worth of assets in total. We're not gonna get to run through all of them. Sadly, we're trying as hard as we can, but we've had some technical difficulties with Bulldog's PC, among other things. Um, this is all brought to us through our partnership with Side Door Ventures, who's utilizing our lending platform on Balthazar's NFT gaming platform, where we manage NFTs and utilize those NFTs to produce yield for our partners. Anybody can go and do that today on our platform. You can also learn about games, play games, invest in games, anything GameFi. You can go to Balthazar and do that. And through this partnership, we've brought you this giveaway stream and card opening event that we're doing today with me and Bulldog here. We've already picked out 4 winners for our Gold 1 scholarship accounts. We have a total of 3,000 scholarships positions open for people who want to join and become a scholar for Balthazar and become our wizards. We've also launched our long-term incentive model where you get a $100 stake in our Balthazar token when that releases, which you unlock over a 12-month period. So we're trying to create like a long-term community and long-term commitment, both to us and to the games that we're participating in. We love Splinterlands. That's why we're here today. Um, it is a game that's been around for multiple years, but it's still experiencing massive growth and massive community events and bringing on like top level artists like Waka, who recently got his own card, which is super cool. You mentioned Warner Music, right? It's just
Yep.
amazing what's happening, honestly.
And on just on the town hall, which was yesterday, right? All the days run together. Yeah, they teased the next promo was going to be an athlete, and as a big sports fan, I am dying to know who that is. I don't know myself, so don't ask me for hints or anything. I have no idea. But going a different route, we had a music promotion first, and now we're going to get a major athlete, and I can't wait to see who that is.
Yeah, I think that's so hype, and I really feel what Splinterlands is doing is that they're really bridging the gap from the traditional like media and sports and trying to bridge them over to experience GameFi, honestly. And I think it's such a huge step in the right direction. And anybody who's in GameFi today, like whether you're just a player who's playing games for fun, but you're participating in like the baby steps of a new world, honestly. And anything that we do to bring more light to GameFi is so valuable in the long run. And you're a part of a historic journey that is in its inception. And yeah, Bulldog's been a huge part of that. He has a great YouTube channel with a lot of very good content on Splinterlands and some other games, like very introductionary content. I've used his YouTube channel myself and for my team for many different games, and especially for Splinterlands. It's been super awesome. So I wanted to give you a shout out on that. And yeah,
So earlier in chat, I had to stop here. You guys said a lot of you said the Chaos Dragon was your favorite card. We had the Chaos Dragon fan group. Did you guys just see that gold foil Chaos Dragon that came through?
oof.
Gold foil Chaos Dragon up there. I'll scroll back up when it's done.
Oh,
Um, It was
Can you just delegate that to me? Can we just
there
like can we just go and delegate that?
right there,
Oh,
legendary gold foil chaos dragon.
and
So
there you also
I
see
had
the
to
third
stop for that
ability.
one.
That's awesome. That's that's honestly very hyped to get one of those today. I'm
Oh, no,
very hyped
no
for that.
doubt. Like I said, if you're just joining us, we asked who your favorite Chaos Legion card was earlier, and that was one of the most. Was that the most popular one in chat? Was Chaos Dragon? It was at least up there.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think it was like a whole 20 seconds of people posting Chaos Dragon. So yeah, I guess the Dragons cards are quite popular, and honestly I understand it because when you play Dragon in Splinterlands, you're allowed to use cards from any other Splinter, so it's very versatile, right?
And there's a gold foil fiend as corpse fiend
Corpse
as well.
Fiend.
But yes, you can play when you use dragon, you can then choose one other splinter to play with it. So having a dragon summoner is very powerful because you get access to separate dragon cards and then the same splinter you would with any other summoner.
Yeah. So to catch people up, if you're just joining in, we're in the last like 11 minutes of this live stream that's gone on for 1 hour and 50 minutes soon. It's going to be a 2 hour stream total. We're doing the biggest card opening event of all time for Splinterlands. It's brought to us through our partnership with Sidor Ventures. We're giving away 3,000 scholarships, with 5 of those being high gold level one. Scholarship accounts. To participate, you have to go to twitch.tv/Splinterlands official, be logged in on your Twitch account, participate in the chat, because that's where we pull winners from. We'll also be posting a bunch of links to our socials, our webpage, our Discord. Love to have you a part of our community. We're a part of creating GameFi growth. We want to be the pit stop for global GameFi. The Steam of GameFi, if you wanted, where you can access and learn about all different sort of GameFi games. We also have a lending model on our platform where you can get utilization of the assets that you own in different games if you're not utilizing them yourself. So yeah, come check out Balthazar. We've given away 4 gold accounts so far. So I believe we have 1 left. So I'm very excited to see who that's going to be. I think let's do it in about 5 or 6 minutes. So in the last couple of minutes of the stream, I think that would be a hype finisher. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Is my did my video stop? The screen share stopped. Okay. 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 Sorry guys. Let's try this again.
It's very interesting that every time something happens, it's a different thing. Like
It is, yes.
sometimes we get to see the webcam, sometimes we lose the webcam, like sometimes we see the stream, sometimes we lose the stream, sometimes we lose both. Like it's very interesting, like how all this is happening. I think it's
Okay. I
yeah.
just happened to see on Twitch and I was like, wait a second, I'm opening packs here and I don't see it on the other side. So no, the program that was sharing my screen apparently crashed. So okay, we've got it back up. But yeah, no, we've got ending the stream with a giveaway absolutely sounds good. Are we going
Yeah.
to are we going to attempt to move over to Peak Monsters to open mass packs, or are you going to do that off stream? There's
Ooh,
not much
well,
to look at. There's not much to look at if we do it through. I mean, it just shows you what you get, but there's
yeah.
not anything to really see. So
I, I think let's just run the stream and then we'll see what we do after. Like maybe we're gonna throw up a YouTube video or something
okay,
and try to run through everything. I think people are probably already tired of our faces and our voices. Maybe I hope not. Like we've tried to keep it interesting and had some technical difficulties along the way for some hype and some uh, some new experiences. What I wanted to ask you in terms of like gameplay, Bulldog, is is there an ability that you're hoping to see on the new airdrop summoners? Like what would be the most hype ability for one of these summoners to have?
so okay. There's a bunch of things that I would like to see. I would say my number one that I think would be cool is phase. So For those who might not be familiar with the game, there's a chance built into the game. There's a natural dodge chance built into the game based on whether a card has speed, whether it's flying, whatever the case is. Typically, magic attacks cannot be dodged. Only ranged or melee attacks can be dodged. The phase ability also gives you the ability to dodge magic attacks. So there are a couple cards that have it. But I personally love playing dodge teams and trying to get load up with all the speed, all this dodge chance so that we can dodge all these attacks. And I think having a summoner that gives phase to allow every card to dodge magic attacks would be pretty cool. So
Oof, the water splinters would be naughty with that, with all of the extra speed. Like I met so many water splinters with just massive amounts of speed, and I can never hit them, and it's so annoying. And if you put that on top of it, oof. What about
and
like a opportunity summoner, or like just bringing one of these abilities that just like it changes your entire deck?
oh, I mean, opportunity would definitely change the entire thing. I've been wanting a new ability actually. So
Ooh,
we currently have a cleanse ability, which will remove debuffs from the card in the first position, so your tank position. I would like a an ability that will remove debuffs from a card in the back line. So kind of
ooh,
like you have triage that will heal a card that's taken the most damage in the back line. Having a way to remove debuffs from the card with the most debuffs in the back line would be kind of cool to
yeah.
see on any card, but it would work well on a summoner as well.
Yeah. What about an ability that changes the attack type for cards? So
Oh,
all magic attacks are now ranged, or all ranged are now melee. So it literally changes the card type of the enemy player. What do you think about that?
that could definitely be interesting. Um, that would be very frustrating to play against. You set up your team to attack a certain way, and then it doesn't
Yeah,
even have that attack.
yeah, and that's
Uh,
game changing, right? And then
oh
you'd have
yeah,
to you have to sort of um prepare for that in a way. So you actually have to balance your own decks in case something like that would be coming. I'm super excited to see honestly what abilities we're gonna see on the summoners, and I'm excited to see the summoners themselves. I think is gonna change up a lot. It's gonna change up a lot. Like regardless of what they are, it's gonna change up a lot. And I guess it's only when we see all the summoners that you get the full experience of what the Chaos Legion card type provides as a whole, right? Because right now we're just at halfway point with the cards. Like we have one more monster that's coming on the airdrop, and then the summoners. And it's
yes,
only
yeah.
when we see everything that we really understand, like the total, like what is Chaos Legion cards. Just like with Untamed, like you have all the Untamed cards, you have a good grasp of what the total picture of the cards are, right?
Well, yeah, certainly, and it's gonna change the value of a lot of these cards because okay, like
Yeah.
if again, then if we go back to the last to the last set, Untamed. Like Jotun's one of the most powerful cards in the game, one of the most powerful summoners. There are
Yeah.
cards that really only have value because they pair well with Jotun.
Yeah.
So, what cards in Chaos or even before Chaos are there going to be that right now we don't think are very good, but now they suddenly pair well with one of the most powerful cards in the game, and now suddenly that card's extremely valuable, and you're gonna just gonna
Yeah.
see a whole paradigm shift if you get some strong summoners that come out.
That's gonna be so interesting. So we gotta run our last giveaway very shortly. So please, everybody, wherever you're watching, come on to Twitch to the Splinterlands official channel, log into your Twitch account, participate in the chat. That's how you have a chance of winning. Um, we're at the last couple of minutes of the stream today. We're doing the biggest card opening event of all time, which is brought to us with our partnership with Sidor Ventures, who's utilizing our lending platform to utilize all of their assets. It's $1 million worth of assets in Splinterlands, which is an insane amount of cards, 1.3 million cards, equivalent to 150,000 packs of Pokemon cards, if you know Pokemon, at today's value. We're giving away 3,000 scholarships, five of those being high gold, one level accounts. Um, it's a very historic point in history for GameFi and the GameFi space as a whole. Like we're going to be bringing a huge amount of players into Splinterlands, and boosting the community as a whole and creating content. We want to participate in tournaments and host tournaments ourselves, like what Splinterlands allows you to do through their client itself, which is awesome. And yeah, I hope to see some participation in the chat here. We still have one more gold, one account scholarship to give away. And we also today announced our long-term incentive model. So if you become a scholar with Balthazar, you also get a $100 stake in our Balthazar token, which is launching within the next 1 to 2 months. And when you've fulfilled your 12 months of scholarship with us, you unlock that. So if the token has gone 10x, then you got $1,000 as a bonus for being our scholarship, in addition to what you're earning with the split of the yield of the game that you're playing as well. So we're really trying to find partners for the long term, and I'm ready to pull another winner. Bulldog, what do you say?
Yeah, let's do it. So they've got time to send in their name. Nightbot, who is our final winner? Salar155. Salar, Salar 155. Congratulations. You are the final winner.
Wow, congratulations. You are officially a part of history, a part of Splinterlands history, and a part of Balthazar's history. Like this is the first time ever a partner is utilizing $1 million worth of assets to facilitate scholars and facilitate yields through Balthazar and utilizing our lending platform. It's such a pivotal point in our history and for our continued growth. Uh, we still need that Discord name for the final winner. Can you repeat the name? Hold on.
Salar155. Salar155. I see him chatting. There it
Yes.
is. Yep.
Thank you. Awesome. So, can I get confirmation that all 5 winners of the Gold One accounts that we got their Discords?
So we did not get the Discord for our very first winner. They never sent their Discord.
Okay.
Discord.
So,
Do you want to re-roll that, or what do you
yeah,
want to do?
well, it was the first winner, and it's been more than an hour. So I'm sorry, but I guess we have to re-roll it. We really needed that contact information in order to actually contact you and celebrate you. So let's do the final uh,
All right.
winner then, I guess.
We'll roll it one more time here. Nightbot for another Gold One scholarship. Farfi 120, FAI 120. Did you capitalize on somebody else not showing up?
Yeah, that was actually so lucky. Like that's almost like the 6th winner today. Like that was incredibly lucky. Uh and
And
everybody, like wherever you're watching, I just want to thank you so much for coming in today. I'm so proud to be here. I'm so proud to be together with a Bulldog and doing this amazing event. It's such a pivotal point in the history for Splinterlands and for Balthazar. For our partner Cider Ventures, like huge shout out and huge thanks. It's been amazing. Even through all of the technical difficulties, I've enjoyed myself like immensely. So thanks everybody for being here. I really, really hope to see you in our Discord and in our community. This was awesome, Bulldog. Do you have any final words or thoughts?
real quick, I need the winner to send in your Discord name. They're talking in chat, so they are here, but send in your Discord name to me so we can see that, so we can contact you after the stream. But no, this has been absolutely amazing. Like I said, they're like, this is a dream come true. I get to sit here and open up packs that I didn't even have to spend money on, give away other people's scholarships. Like, this is the best job ever. Now, if my computer would just cooperate, we can make it even better.
Yeah, so for the next event, we're probably gonna see if we can find a partner who can maybe lend to our lending model, lend Bulldog a working computer, so that we can run our stream more fluently. But yeah,
Does any PC company want to sponsor a stream with computer?
yeah. We'll
All right,
definitely have to look into that.
Barfi, I see you. I see you talking in chat. I need your Discord name. Send me your Discord name. They are here. They're just not sending in their Discord name.
It was Farfi 120, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Farfi 120. Do you want to post your Discord so we can actually contact you?
Oh, he's okay. Okay. He says he sent it to the Twitch account.
So we got
Which
it.
I yep. Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Well, again, I just want to thank you all for being here today. This has been an historic event. We passed 500 viewers on Twitch channel, Splinterlands official Twitch channel, which was amazing. You have been a part of history, doing the biggest card opening event of all time through our partners at Side Door Ventures with Nico DePico and Bulldog here as your co-hosts, running through this 2-hour stream, uh,
And,
opening a bunch of packs.
and you said there will be like either a video or report or something afterwards, right? Where you because we
Yes.
obviously didn't have enough time to get through all of them. I mean, we got through
Yeah,
only a
we have
small percentage of this.
240,000 packs remaining. So there will definitely be follow-up on this. So you should definitely go check up on our webpage, our Twitter, our Discord. All of it should be linked in the chat. Otherwise, if you search for us on the interwebs, you will definitely find us. Also, huge thank you to you, Bulldog. I recommend everybody go check out his YouTube. He has a lot of great content on Splinterlands. He's also working as was it community manager at Splinterlands now?
Correct.
Which is also huge. Congratulations on that. And just thank you for participating in this event. It was really awesome to do this with you. I'm really proud to be here with you. And yeah, I think this is
Oh, this was
uh,
awesome.
one
Absolutely.
for the
So
history book.
thank you so much for having me. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been great. And again, just the beginning. So much more fun stuff is coming.
And you'll definitely hear more about the total opened cards, like the results in the end. We'll try to get out all the stats. Like there's gonna be a lot of cards, and I'm the one who's gonna be going through them. So wish me good luck for that.
Yeah. That I don't envy that job. I like the opening the packs. I don't envy your job putting them all together, but it's gonna be fun. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for being here today. This was awesome. You're a part of history. Thanks again. Thanks to Sidor Ventures. Thanks to Splinterlands. Thanks to you, Bulldog. From everybody here at Balthazar and from me personally, I hope to see you all again very soon, whether it's in tournaments, whether it's on another event stream like this. You'll definitely be hearing more from us in the near future.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a great day, everyone.